Alright, this video is gonna be about how to be a faster order selector. So I'm talking about for this can apply to any section of the warehouse, but I was a dry side selector. Food service, I worked for Gordon Food Service for 2 years, and then I worked for C&S Wholesale, which is also Grocers Supply. So Gordon Food Service did a bunch of restaurants and schools, and Grocers did it was like grocery stores and convenience stores and shit like that. I did that for about 6 months, but I quit that because it was a 6 a.m. start time and I got tired of that. It was a 4-day work weeks, which was pretty cool, and we'd have every month we'd have 5 days off in a row because it was like a rotating schedule. You know, like you would go in 1 day, off 2 days, go in 3 days, shit like that. But yeah, I got tired of that 6 a.m. start time, bro. Hell no, I wasn't getting no sleep. That shit was cool 4-day work weeks, but nah. So yeah, so the first tip I have will be to grab multiple items at once. So let's say you got 3 packs of something. If it's not too heavy, because you know you don't want to get injured and then you be out of work, you're not gonna be making nothing. So if you got 3 items, you know, you grab all 3 of them, put them on the pallet. You know, if you think about it, that saves a lot of time. Because if you grab 1 item, put it on the pallet, then you gotta go back, grab another one, put it on the pallet, grab another one, put it on the pallet. Instead of all that, grab 3 at once, boom, then you're gone. You know what I'm saying? And the mentality you have to have as an order selector, if you really want to get a good percentage, is think about it as every second counts. At first, I didn't think about it like that. When I was making less than 100%, everyone was telling me every second counts. I was like, bro, no, it doesn't. It's not that serious. It don't matter if I talk to this dude for 1 minute. It don't matter if I waste 30 seconds right here, 10 seconds right here. But nah, you gotta have the mentality that every second counts. Once you do that, you're gonna see your percentage go up by a lot. It's gonna be surprising. So yeah, so every second counts. Have that mentality. You know, try to reduce how much you talk. Try to talk on breaks and lunch break and shit like that. My second big tip would be to try to reduce your walking time. Try not to walk that much. So one good way to do this is to stay on the same side of the pallet. Let's say you picking from right here, right? Picking right here. You put it on the pallet right here. If you want to put it on the other side of the pallet, if it's not too heavy, because of course you don't want to get injured, you don't want to strain yourself, try to walk up. You don't want to walk around, because you know you walk, that's taking time, boom, then you got to come back, you know. So try to always stay on one side. If you're picking from right here, stay on this side. If you're gonna put it on the other side of the pallet, just, you know, try to push it up. You know, you can push it or you can like throw it across, but try to reduce your walking time. Try to always stay on the same side of the pallet. Try not to ever walk on the other side. Always stay on one side. That's gonna save you a bunch of time. Okay, this is a good tip. So usually everyone goes on lunch at the same time, right? If they allow you to, what I would do is select when everybody else is on lunch. Because a lot of times you waste time with people in front of you, people blocking. But you can go so fast. If you select while everybody else is at lunch, sometimes it'll be a few other people with you. But it's just you and just a few other people, bro. You could park in the middle. You don't got to stay on the side, because, you know, usually you park on the side so people can get through. Bro, you can stay in the middle. That's another tip. Try to stay in the middle as much as you can, because then you have a lot of room. You ain't really got to worry about, you know, squeezing through and shit like that. So yeah, select while everybody else is at lunch, and then go on lunch once everyone starts coming back. That's gonna help you a lot, bro. You could just speed through. Nobody blocking you. You don't gotta worry about blocking. You can park in the middle, but that really fucking helps. And another thing with breaks, lunch breaks, is try to use that time to get ready. You know, like get prepared. Like I will clock out for lunch, and then I will park my pallet jack, charge that shit while I'm on lunch break. Park it, charge it. Other people will go park it, charge it, waste that time walking over there, walking to the clock, you know, to clock out for lunch, and they'll waste that time. I go straight to the clock and then plug my shit up. And in the same way, when you come back from lunch, like come back a little early, 5-10 minutes early, and get your shit ready. Like I'll unplug my jack, get my 2 pallets, get my shit all ready. So by the time I clock back in for lunch, from lunch, I'm already ready. Boom, I start right away. You know, other people would clock back in. They still gotta go get their jack, turn that shit on, get their pallets. So yeah, use that lunchtime or break time if they allow you, if the company allows you, because of course you don't want to get fired or whatever, get written up. You could also wrap too if you want. You know, wrap your pallet while you're on break if you really want to, if you want to be extra, because that shit takes a lot of time sometimes. All right, so with wrapping, don't underestimate your time for wrapping, bro. Try to run around, bro. Run in a fucking circle. Even if you're gonna look retarded, you're gonna look stupid as fuck, but it don't matter. Everybody looks stupid when they rapping, bro. You ain't gotta worry about that shit. Nobody looking at you. Everybody looks stupid fucking going around in a fucking circle rapping that shit. So run. When you doing that shit, run, bro. Like run, fucking jog while you doing that shit. Another thing is you should get like one of those handles. It's like a plastic handle. I'll put some pictures. It's a plastic handle that you could put it inside. And you put like caps on both sides, so like it's fucking smooth inside. In the middle of the wrap, the shrink wrap, saran wrap, whatever the fuck you want to call it, you put that shit in the middle and it's fucking smooth, bro. Like you ain't gotta worry about, because that shit be hurting. You get used to it, but like if you ain't got that little handle, that shit be hurting your hands and you can only go for so long. But if you put that shit, bro, that shit smooth as fuck. Boom. Super fucking fast. Yeah, that's my next tip, bro. Be fast as fuck when you rapping. Another thing is in the middle of your middle of your build, like while you building, you should wrap that shit. Like if it's really gonna fall, or if you find yourself you're driving slower, not at full speed, because you don't want the shit on your pallet to fall, it's okay to wrap in the middle of your build. Some people don't want to wrap in the middle because it wastes time, but you wasting time if you're driving slow. And if some shit ends up falling off your pallet, bro, that wastes so much fucking time. You gotta go replace that shit. If it breaks, go back and get a new one. You know, that wastes a bunch of fucking time. So it's better to wrap your shit in the middle. If you find yourself driving slow, or if it's some glass shit that could break, wrap that shit up. And you could drive fast. You don't gotta worry about shit falling. Another thing is, if it's items that have a high chance of breaking, like some glass items, you should put them like closer to you, like in the front of the pallet. You know, right at your back. Don't put it all the way in the back, because that's a high risk. Yeah. Another big tip is watch the top dogs. Watch their ass, learn from them, bro. It be shit that you ain't even think of. You watch them do it, and you learn a lot. Another thing is, you know, you have a lot of the same customers when you're doing this shit. So try to have a strategy for each customer. Like, you know, there's a 7 stack, there's an 8 stack, 10 stack, 12 stack. You follow that same type of stacking. Cause like I remember we used to have Sonic. It would be the same exact thing every time. Same exact fucking strategy. It would be an 8 stack. Yeah, it would be an 8 stack. And then we used to do IHOP as well at Gordon Food Service. So the same exact strategy every time. So it's just the fucking same. And you get muscle memory. You know, it's just the same fucking same build every time. So you have the same fucking strategy. You ain't got to try to figure it out, something different every time. So when you're first learning your customers, try to think of a strategy. Like, all right, let me try this. Let me try 8 stack. Nah, that shit don't work. Let me try a 10 stack, 7 stack. You know, whatever works. Once you get something down, whatever works for you, then you keep doing that shit. So you ain't got to think about it. Once I got an IHOP, I was like, all right, I already know what I'm doing. I already know exactly how I'm building it the same every fucking time. That shit makes it super fast. So yeah, watch the top dogs. See their strategies. See what they do. Like, just observe them. Like, you see the dudes who be running the fastest, be at the top every day. Watch them and see the shit that they do and pick up from them. That's gonna help a lot. All right, this one tip I learned from this dude. It's kind of stupid, but it makes sense. So he would just tell me, just throw the shit on there. You know, sometimes you be wasting a lot of time sitting there trying to figure out, should I put it right here? Should I put it right there? Just throw the shit on there and go. You know, as time goes, you'll get better naturally. You know, you do this shit all fucking day, especially if you're doing 50-hour weeks and shit. After some time, your brain, you know, we got powerful brains eventually. You know, it just be like natural. But yeah, so he told me just throw shit on there. Just get this fucking, throw it on there, man. Put it somewhere, bro, and go. If you'll figure it out later. It ain't gotta be all fucking perfect. It ain't gotta be all neat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the main tips I got. Just remember, the main thing is grab multiple items at once if you can, and stay on the same side. So you stay right here, you grab this shit, boom, grab this shit, boom. Try to reduce your walk time. Don't be walking around to the other side unless you really have to. Even if it's a fucking pack of, like a 24 pack of water, and you got to put it on the other side of the pallet, like stretch yourself out and put that shit, you know. Try to reduce your walking time. Grab multiple items at once. Remember, every second counts, bro. Really, like, if you want to just fuck around and be like if you watching this shit and you still believe every second don't count, try to do one day where you got that mentality. Like, you don't fuck around at all. You not talking. You fucking moving. Every time you grab something, throw it on there, go. Do that shit and you're going to see your percentage up like a motherfucker, bro. It's going to surprise you. For real, every second really do count, bro. Because you save 30 seconds here. You save 10 seconds here. You save 1 minute here. All day. That shit, bro, you're going to be making a lot of money, man. Your percentage going to be high. So, yeah, I was on the dry side. Typically doing like 130, 150%. You know, every warehouse is different, so y'all can't really go off of that. But, yeah, I'll be top selector most days. It's going fast as a motherfucker. You know, and I was real quiet back then. I wouldn't really talk. So that's a big help, you know. People, if you don't talk to nobody, bro, you good. If you don't talk, you know what I'm saying, just mind your business. Wait till break to talk. You good, bro. Yeah, so remember that shit. And try to get one of them little plastic handles for your wrap. That shit makes a huge difference because it's smooth. It makes it real smooth. You just going. A lot of times people in the warehouse will have one. See if anyone has extra. If not, you could buy it off Amazon or some shit. So yeah, man. I wish y'all the best. Try to get that bread, bro. You know, we young. We out here trying to get paid, man. Stack up. You know, the warehouse life, I grew out of that shit, bro. That shit started fucking with me mentally, you know. I had to get up out that bitch. And I'll be doing food delivery and shit. Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub. You know, because I'm out here, I get to see the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? I get to see all types of people. You know, not the same fucking people every day. That should be like a fucking sausage fest up in there, bro. Nothing but dudes. It's like you in fucking jail, bro. It got like 2 girls up in there. Bro, they be 7 out of 10. They start looking like 10 out of 10s after a while, bro, for real. Because you ain't see no fucking girls, bro. Especially you putting them all them hours, bro. Like you living in that fucking warehouse. Them girls start looking fine, bro. They go from a 6 to a fucking 9. For real. They go from a 7 to a 10 because it's the only girls you see. So I was like, man, I can't do this shit no more, bro. Fuck. Yeah, so now I'm out here seeing all types of people. You know, driving around. Get to see the fucking daylight. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I started going crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was drinking. I got hungover one day. I was on like 3 strikes at work. I was on my final, that's what they call it. I felt like shit, bro. I drank a whole fucking thing of wine, that Snoop Dogg wine, that Chardonnay, the whole fucking thing in one night, bro. I was like, man, I can't keep doing this shit. This shit fucking with me, bro. I don't even drink like that. This shit got me drinking because I can't handle this shit no more. I was like, man, I gotta get up out of here, bro. This shit not right. So do it as long as you can, but once it starts fucking with, try to stack up, bro. And try to like start a side hustle, a second business, you know. But yeah, once that shit starts fucking with you mentally, bro, that shit not worth it because it starts like affecting your brain for real. Like I would hardly see my family. I would hardly have any fucking social time. I just lived up in that bitch 50-hour weeks, 55, 60-hour weeks. Getting paid, bro, stacking up. But yeah, do that shit as long as you can and get up out of there, little bro. Get another job, man. But make sure you save and stack up. I know you're gonna be making a lot of money, man. You wanna spend it on stupid shit. Buy that stupid shit at first, but make sure you stack up, because you never know. And yeah, before you quit a job, always have another job lined up. Because if you miss paychecks, that shit affects you to miss 1 week of pay, then 2 weeks, and 3 weeks, your savings start going down fast. So make sure you have a job lined up before you quit. And try to put your 2 weeks in, because then you'll be able to use that job as a reference. You know, the new places you apply to can call that job and let them know how you do. So yeah, always have a job lined up before you quit. Try to do that shit as long as you can. Stack up, little bro. Get your fucking bread. But try to start something else, another business, a side hustle. Yeah, that's my advice for y'all, man. Wish y'all the best. Get this bread, stay safe. Try not to fucking get your fucking legs chopped off and shit out here. That shit be dangerous in the warehouse depending on what type of pallet jacks you're using. Don't be stepping in front of the fucking pallet jack, man. That shit not worth it. You get your fucking leg chopped off. Break your fucking ankles, bro. Fuck that. Y'all stay safe, alright? Alright, peace.